so glad that you're here with me today. I have a really cute, fun project that we're going to make today. Before we get started though in the project, I wanted to share with you with the starter kit promotion that is going on right now in May. And guys, Stampin' Up! Is so much fun. It is so much more than just the catalog and the online store. We have so much fun as a Stampin' Up! Family. And right now they're doing a promotion on their starter kit where you get extra free products. So instead of $125 in products of your choice for $99 plus tax, you get an extra $30, so you get to select $155. So guys, whether you are here locally in San Antonio or Texas or anywhere in the United States, I would love for you to be part of my Simply Sweet Stampers team and have a lot of fun with us. Okay, so let's get into the project for today. We are gonna make this adorable little bag, little gift bag. And I will tell you, the inspiration for this bag came from Rhonda Wade. This past weekend, she had done this bag, but with the Party Puffin stamp set, and it was so cute. So I took her bag design and I used it with our new Peach Suite. So I wanted to share with you what's in that Peach Suite because it is in the new annual catalog. If you have the annual catalog, it is on page 61, and the suite includes really cute stamp set with peaches and the matching dies and beautiful designer series paper. I have had such a great time playing with all these cute, beautiful, fun little prints and colors and just fresh summer colors. And also too, they have these adorable little mini jam jars. Aren't those just so sweet? So that is in the annual catalog, so you can check out the link for that. And so let's go ahead and get started. Let's make our project today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a piece of Calypso coral cardstock that measures 3.5 by 3.5 inches. And I'm going to use my scoreboard, and we're going to take and we're going to score all four sides at 1/2 inch. All right, so let me get my scoreboard out of the way. And then what I want to do is I want to snip up these score lines on opposite sides. So we're just going to do a little cut right there, turn it around, and then cut on those score lines. And then I want to burnish all the sides. So when you're doing anything that has like a box or a bag, you really want to use your bone folder to get a really nice crisp edge. Do that on all the sides. And then I'm just going to take and I'm going to glue these little tabs together to form the base of our bag. All right, 2 more sides. Okay. All right, so now I have the base to my gift bag. And you don't have to worry if you've got like little pieces that don't look like perfect or they're kind of jutting out because it's going to all be covered here shortly. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the You're a Peach designer series paper. Now this measures 6 inches by 11 inches. And what's awesome is you can make 2 of these bags out of 1 sheet of the designer series paper. Now I wanted to add just a little bit of an accent to it. So I am taking a 1.5 by 11 inch piece of coordinating, kind of contrasting a designer series paper. And I'm going to glue it at the top to give myself a really cute accent edge. All right, so let's get that at the top here. All right, get that lined up. I'm gonna press it down. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of gently curve it so that when I go around the base of my gift bag, that little square that I made, it's not gonna form sharp creases. All right, so the next thing I wanna do is I'm gonna take some tear and tape. And we're just going to add a really long strip here at the bottom. And then we're going to add another strip along this left side. Okay, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this little adhesive piece, a little backing. Take that off. And I'm going to start on this side, but I'm not going to finish it just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go very slowly. Just take your time to do this. You're going to start on one side at the base, and you're just going to start lining up your designer series paper along that edge. And just kind of crease it at the corners as you get to the corners. And I'm just going to keep going around, lining it up. Again, crease that little corner. And go another time. Alright, crease that corner, and then we're going to finish it off right here at the back. Alright, but you know, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this strip so that I can match it up properly. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to find where we feel is a good line. And we're going to press that down. All right, so the next thing, I've got my bag. I'm going to kind of pinch it a little bit. And what I want to do to make sure before I punch the hole in the top for my ribbon is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put a little dot right there so that I get it aligned correctly. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to punch a hole here in the front. Now, it's too thick because I added that accent band. It's too thick for me to punch through all the layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line them back up. Actually, you know what? I think I want to do a little bit of a pencil mark instead. And so then I'm just going to go inside here and line it up the best I can and punch again. All right, so now we have our bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it off with a piece of the soft succulent ribbon. Get that all tied up. Put a little bow in the top. And that will close. Of course, you want to put your little treat inside, and then before you add your ribbon. All right. Okay, so even though this soft succulent isn't the same green that's used in the designer series paper, I think it looks really awesome. All right, so we have our bag created. So now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate the front. All right, so I want to show you a really cool stamping technique that I love. We haven't quite figured out what the name of it is, so if you know the name of this stamping technique, please share it with me because we've been trying to figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a peach, my peach stamp from the Sweet as a Peach stamp set, and I'm going to take one of our new in colors, the Pale Papaya, and we're going to start off with just a, I don't want to stamp it just yet. I almost stamped it. We don't want to do that. All right, so when I stamp it in just Pale Papaya, that's what it looks like. If I were to stamp it in Calypso Coral, that's what it would look like. But I want kind of a combination of the two. I want my peach to look more realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sponge dauber, and I'm going to take my Calypso Coral, and what we're going to do is we're going to just dab in the darker color, and we're just going to dab the edges of our stamp, and I'm just going to kind of go around, and then I'm going to do it again. But this time I'm going to come in just a little bit as it's lightened up, so I kind of get a variegated effect. All right, let me just get these inks out of the way, and now we're going to do some stamping. So as you see, instead of having just a solid light color or a solid dark color, I have like a combination that makes it look like a real peach. All right, so I have already cut out a peach for us, so that is already die cut out of the peach dies. Now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to also want to stamp my leaf, and I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz. Now guys, I do not know how this happened. For some reason I ended up with a Pear Pizzazz re-inker bottle, but no stamp pad. So the stamp pad is on order. Luckily I had a little blank Stampin' spot, an uninked one, so I'm just going to, I used some Pear Pizzazz refill ink, and I'm just inking up my little leaf here, and we're going to stamp it. All right, so I have my already cut out peach and my leaf. Next what I want to do is I'm going to take my sentiment stamp, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. It says have a peachy day, and I'm going to stamp it in the early espresso ink. And we're just going to put that right here at the top. right, so now I have all my components. Now I'm just going to decorate the front of my bag. So let's take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're just going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back. We're going to put this just here on the center of our bag. All right, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put just a little bit of glue here at the top to glue my leaf down. And then I'm going to add a dimensional and put my little peach right there on my little label. Isn't that a darling? I love this little bag. So did you enjoy the stamping technique? Have you tried doing that where you put the two inks together? It's awesome to use on all kinds of stamps. So guys, if you want to recreate this project, I do have the project sheet over on my blog. You can go grab that project sheet with the supplies that I used and all the product measurements. I will tell you, if you want to recreate with the exact same supplies that I used, I do have a one-stop creative shop on my blog, also too here in this post. You click on that, all the supplies that are used are right there for you. You can click on it, uncheck anything that you already own, and just do some really easy shopping. So I wanted to share with you, you kind of get a sneak peek today. I haven't actually posted this just yet, but I have my June Stamp Club already out there for you to start registering, and it's going to make 5 projects using the You're a Peach suite. Also too, I have my Stampin' Bunko coming up. It's going to be on June 15th, and I have the registration for that, and again we're going to be making 2 really fun peach projects. So go check those out. The registration for both of those events does end on June 4th. And guys, when you place an order of at least $35 or more in my online store, I love to treat you with a little gift. And this month I am doing the May Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. It is a tutorial with 8 projects from me and some of my Stampin' friends. So guys, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Thursday. Bye guys.